All right. Good evening, everybody. Come on in tonight. Blessings to all of you. As you are coming in tonight, do me a favor. Go ahead and speak. Say hello. Let us know that you are here. Also, like, share, comment. Blessings to all of you. Happy Sunday. This is Sunday night prayer. My name is C. Terrell Wheat. I am super excited to be here tonight to share with all of you what's about to happen in in the coming months, what we're getting into, what we're doing with the platform, where we're going. As you all can see, we're down to our final five Sunday night prayers. I just went on ahead and called it Five Words of Wisdom and Prayer, Part One. Again, blessings to all of you. Blessings, blessings, blessings. Pastor Doris, good evening. I see you. Antoinette, hello. Deborah, blessings to you. Good evening. Dr. Stewart, hello. Blessings. So, five words of wisdom and prayer. Final five words. Heisha, hello. Because these are the final days of Sunday night prayer. Evangelist Mita Townsend, hello. Blessings to you. Angela Morris, happy Sunday to you as well. I see you all. As you're coming in tonight, again, thank you so much for taking some time to be here tonight. Do us a favor, go ahead and share this out. Tag someone, tell someone that we are here tonight. Blessings to you, Robert, my brother. Good seeing you today, man, as always. Gina Dunlap, hello, blessings. Michael Stevens, hello. I see you, Angela Ross. I see all of you, blessings. Thank you so much for coming in tonight and joining with us. We're going to do some praying tonight. And again, if you've been following this platform for the last couple of months, you know that we've been on for like 7 years. And on Sunday nights, doing Sunday night prayer, all type of blessings, all type of things have come out of our time live together. And we're winding it down to the final five Sunday night prayers. And so we're going to do all of September, and then we're going to shift and pivot and do some other things. But I'm so excited to be here tonight. So Lord willing, we'll live a long, as we said, our church, healthy, anointed, prosperous life. Get a chance to do some more amazing things. But I am grateful to God for each of you that are tuning in. Grateful for the journey, for those that have been rocking with Sunday night prayer for 7 years, 5 years, 3 years, 2 years, 2 months, or maybe this is your first day. Whatever the case may be, thank you. Thank you. Thank you for being a part. So if you have not shared, you have not pumped any hearts, go ahead and pump some hearts. Like, share, comment. Come on, get those algorithms going so that people can know that we're on. Patrice, I see you. Reverend Patricia, blessings to you. Bonita, hello. Again, blessings to all of you. Thank you all. I see you pumping the hearts. Those that are in the Facebook world, I see you all pumping those hearts. So blessings to you. Again, go ahead and get in the chat, comment, say what's up. Let us know that you're here. And we're going to dive into what we have to dive into in about 60 seconds, 57 seconds. Antonio, Thick Pen, blessings, my brother. Good seeing you. I hate that it's only in the virtual world. I wish it was in the flesh, but thank you. Great seeing you even in the virtual world. Rose Cole, hello. Devana from Ohio, blessings to you. Thank you for tuning in tonight. Thank you all that are sharing and commenting and letting people know that we're on tonight. Texting people. Angela Green, hello. Sun kissed, blessings to you. We're going to get going here with what we're going to talk about in 19 seconds. Bernstein, blessings to you. Angela Green, Angie Green, hello. Linda, blessings to you. Blessings, blessings, and multiply blessings to all of you. 5 more seconds. I'm going to get rocking here tonight. So blessings to all of you. So again, this is the last month that we'll be doing Sunday night prayer. And so I thought over the weeks and months leading up to this, okay, Lord, what should we do with these last 5 weeks, these last, 5 times together? What should we share? And I've been thinking about it. And so one of the things that I do want to do is I do want to bring some of you on who have been a part of this, just to bring you on live. Let's just talk, let's share, talk about the journey, because some of you have been with me since the Periscope days and have followed me from Facebook. Now some of you all are on YouTube. But again, blessings to all of you. Blessings to all of you who have been a part of this journey, again, whether it's been 7 years, 7 days, 7 minutes that you've been on and following this platform. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So I want to say this tonight. First of all, we have something super exciting coming up in Chicago. For those who have not heard, where have you been? What rock have you been under? The Innovative Prayer Leader Conference is happening. It is going down. This is for pastors, prayer leaders, prayer teams, intercessors. If you fall in any of those categories, right? Or you are that in the making or aspiring, we have the Innovative Prayer Leader Conference happening September the 21st. And so this is what I'm going to do tonight. I'm going to show you all our lineup. Are you ready? Somebody who knows how to work these emojis, somebody give me some drum rolls. Somebody that's watching on your phone, give us some drum rolls. Drum rolls, please. I'm going to show you here, bring our guest up. And I want to thank all of you. A lot of you have registered. Let me say this. So I had a meeting with my team. I believe it was last week. So Sunday starts the new week. So last week I had a meeting with my team. Thank you for the drums. Thank you for the drums. Last week I had a meeting with my team, and they shared with me one of the things we thought about doing was to have tables and chairs so that people could write and take notes, sit down at a table. And my team, we were looking at registration, and I believe they said we were like 8 away from capacity or something like that, 6 or 8 or something, maybe not even that much. And so I said, you know what? Then let's remove all of the tables from our location and let's just go with all chairs. And I'm glad that I did that, because we have, since the meeting, exceeded well beyond where we would have been that if we only had tables and chairs. And I'm cracking up because all of you have registered. All of those who have registered not even knowing who the guests are going to be. So I just thank God for that you all are passionate about prayer, developing in prayer. You know the importance of prayer, the importance of your calling, the importance of doing what God has called you to do, and that connection that prayer has with your calling. So thank you all. Thank you all for showing up and registering. But I want to give you all the lineup. Are y'all ready? Let's do this. All right. I saw the drum roll, so thank you. All right. So first of all, we're bringing back the one and only Apostle Stephen A. Gardner. He will be a part of IPL Conference 2024. And we have something special that we're going to do with him this year that's going to be different. It's going to be amazing. And so you do not want to miss being here. So if you have not registered, you need to go ahead and register. because I can't remove the chairs. I can remove the tables, but I cannot remove the chairs. So somebody put that link in the chat in the description for us, the IPLconference.com. So it's going to be amazing. And he's going to come and share some things on leadership and prayer. He's been all over the world teaching prayer, has wrote over 50 books, something like that, as relates to prayer. And so this man is a wealth of wisdom, and he's going to be there to share wisdom. He's not preaching. He's going to be teaching, dropping nuggets. It's going to be amazing how we got it set up. So you all want to be there. All right. So we have the next guest. All right. Some of you all may or may not know Pastor Dorianne, but she's an amazing woman of God, woman of prayer, a pastor who's been teaching prayer for many years, passionate about prayer. And she's going to come and she's actually going to be ministering, going to be teaching, but she will be there. She's from Michigan, and it's going to be an incredible time. I encourage you all to follow her online, get to know her, watch her clips, get to know her ministry, because it is powerful. We've already done some things together virtually, but now I am bringing her to the Chi, and she is going to be one of our guest presenters for the IPL conference. So listen again, you all, tonight, I'm telling you, once these seats are gone, they're really gone for real, and the space is limited. All right, let's go. Let's go to our next guest. And here's the thing. You all know last year we did 2 full days and night. So we did Friday night, Saturday night, all day Friday, all day Saturday. This year we're just doing Saturday in the day, essentially from 9 to 4. And so we have a smaller block. It's going to be teaching, impactful, powerful. Come and spend the day with us. And I want to give you all another presenter. You're going to love this next person. Me. I will be presenting. I am just messing with you all. On a serious note, listen, the people that we're bringing, these are top quality people. And so our last presenter, it's going to be 4 presenters this year. Our last presenter, again, thank you for the drum rolls, the one and only, the once in a generation type leader. I am happy to announce that Pastor John F. Hanna will be back with us for the IPL Conference 2024. And again, you all listen, it's going to be different than what you've experienced in a conference. And so go ahead, get your tickets. And here's the thing. I had a conversation with the lady after the conference. And she said to me, she said, the one regret that I have as it relates to the conference, the one regret is I could not bring my entire team. She said, my team need to be here. We're a smaller church. Simply, she said, we could not afford it. And those that came last year, you know that the conference last year was $147. And she said we couldn't afford it. So I went into prayer because, again, I'm like, okay, God, what do you want me to do? That kind of resonated with me. So I did something that I've never done before. And I was like, okay, this is what we are going to do. Anyone that wants to come to the conference, pay what you want. So pay what you want. And so no financial excuses. So if you want to come, your prayer team, as long as everyone registers, you got to register individually, but just pay what you want. And the lineup is fire. The sessions are going to be fire. It's going to be impactful. And so we're looking forward, again, IPL Conference 2024, September 21st and you don't want to miss it. We got people coming in from different states. It's going to be a good time, you all. And again, I am super excited and honored that all of you have already registered. So get your people registered. Prayer leaders, get your prayer teams registered. Tell them to register. Pastors, if you know pastors, pastors know pastors. Tell people about this conference. Say, listen, you have a prayer leader, you have an intercessory prayer team, you're a pastor, go to this conference. Pastor Terrell has been teaching prayer, leading prayer for years and years and years. And he wants to help develop your teams in prayer. He wants to help develop your prayer leaders, help your church have a life-changing culture of prayer, strengthen your intercessors. So you all help us spread the word. All right. Help us spread the word. Okay. Now, let's get into this tonight. So again, iplconference.com. Let's get into what we're going to get into tonight. And so just kind of thinking like, okay, Lord, what is something that if I had five, and I do 5 more times, right, to share some wisdom and pray with some people that have been walking with me on my platform for quite some time, what would I share? Here's the thought that I want to kind of work from. Years ago, I went for the first time to the Cheesecake Factory. For those who do not know what the Cheese Factory is, it's a restaurant, and as the name states, they sell cheesecake, but they also sell a lot of food. So I get invited to the Cheesecake Factory, and what's striking to me right away is the size of the menu. If you ever go to the Cheesecake Factory, the menu is like this. I mean, it is so much to choose from. And you're going in, you're flipping all through the menu and you're looking, trying to figure out what you want. And food is good, but to me, having that many options is not the best for me. Fast forward some years, started going to different restaurants. One recently in Chicago, got invited to by a friend for a birthday party, steak place. They had like 5 or 6 items on the menu. And while the Cheesecake Factory was good, the food cannot compare to this other restaurant in terms of the quality of food. But then also just when you're looking at the menu itself, taking away like having to make all of these decisions. Like they have everything on that menu. And so here's a thought that I want to interject for some of you. And I've done this over the years, and this has been quite beneficial. Be careful offering. Yes, my friend was with me, so she can testify. She's with me at this restaurant at this party. So be careful offering as a person in ministry. Be careful taking the buffet approach. What do I mean by the buffet approach? Be careful trying to be the type of person or having the type of ministry where you're like a one size fits all ministry. Be very careful when um when you're asked to do something, that you're not always the type of person, or you're not the type of person who has the mindset that you can do like everything. I remember recently I got invited to share at an apologetics conference. I had to decline. I got invited also to teach at a eschatology conference. I had to decline. Didn't even ask what they were paying. Didn't even ask, you know, I didn't care. I didn't care what, how they were going to get me there first class, the place, the hotel. None of that mattered. What mattered to me is understanding that I don't have everything for everybody. So a wisdom nugget that I would give you tonight, people of God, this last 5 episodes of Sunday Night Prayer, we're going to pray about this, is if you're the type of person where you're all over the place with your ministry, all over the place with your life, all over the place with what you're doing, begin to retire some stuff. Begin to really focus in on the thing that God has created you to do. Begin to focus in on what is your superpower. Begin to focus on what might be your blue ocean, and that is to say, when you look out in the field, you see an area that you can dominate. Look at, okay, what is it that I want to do? What is the impact that I want to make in the earth? Because I made this mistake of trying to do everything. So I'm on a platform, right? Like this platform, even over the last 7 years, and we've done some of everything. We've done a month of completion. We've done an oil challenge. We've done inner circle. We've done different prayer initiatives, 100 days of prayer. We've done teaching. We've gotten together. We've done so many different things to the point where now I'm like, okay, God, I got it. I got it. Let me stop being all over the place and let me focus. Let me stop being all over the place and let me focus. For those of you all who are entrepreneurs, you're in business, right? You have products. For those that even have certain books that you're writing, you have a story, you have something that God has given you to say. Be careful with having 50 different stories. Like you're in everything. Like, and so begin to pray and say, okay, Lord, and this has helped me a lot. This is my wisdom for you. Begin to pray and say, okay, God, what is my lane? What is my lane? What is my vein? What can I rock out? What have you said to me? What am I gifted at? What should I be working on based on the thing that you've given me to do? Because too many people are spread too thin. And having a large menu sometimes gets confusing. Sometimes there are many things on the menu that are not good. Sometimes it's just decision fatigue. Sometimes it's just harder because you're juggling so much. So I'm saying to you, like, this is the wisdom I have for you. So it's a word of wisdom. Find what you do well. Find your calling. Find your lane. Find your vein and rock that. I know many years ago, those that have been following me, the Lord told me, he said, call the body of Christ back to prayer. He said, teach people how to pray, conduct prayer rallies and vigils throughout the world, help the local church become a house of prayer, fund prayer ministry. What is the common theme? What is the common theme in all of that? It is prayer. I was graduating a prayer class a few years ago, and my pastor, I asked him to come by to talk to the intercessors. I am a prayer leader at a church, meaning that It's not my church. I'm a steward. I help build the prayer ministry for my pastors. It's his prayer team, ultimately his church and his intercessors. I help train them, coach them, cultivate them, get them together. And so he came out to speak to them at the end, and he said this. He said, the one thing that I appreciate about Terrell, he said that since I've known him years and years ago in youth ministry, he's always kept up with his calling of prayer. That no matter what he has done, he's always kept up with his prayer calling. What have you kept up with? What is that thing, right, that that you're known for, that you do well? And what are the things that are making what you do well so cloudy? All right, so let's talk a little bit tonight. So, what do you all think? You all think that it's better to, you all think it's better to get singular focused, or it's better to be spread all out? All right. Shalom says, I braid. I am capable of just about any kind. I only do certain ones though. God has placed me in excess I've never seen. Yeah. So 100%. So I asked this question. I was in a barbershop and I was just kind of, let me just say this about barbershops. I shouldn't even say this. Some of these barbershops are out of control with their prices because some of these dudes cannot cut hair. Anyway, I digress. So I posed the question in the shop talk, right? I posed the question. I said, listen, how long does it take for a person to develop their craft in terms of being a barber, develop their craft where they're in the top 5% of barbers, like in terms of being able to cut? So I just threw the question out there. And so it sparked a whole conversation. And one of the things that came out of the conversations, one dude said this. He said, you know what? He said, I think it takes quite a while to be really, really good. He said, you can make money right away because, people need their haircut. But in order to be really, really good, it takes a lot of time. But he said, what I discovered is that every barber is good at one or two kinds of cuts. He said, so you might get a guy that's really good with the fro. You might get a guy that's really good with the fade. You might get a guy that's really good with the units or with like the enhancements. He said, and so if you're really good at one thing, if you can work on that one thing and protect that one thing, all the people that desire that kind of haircut are going to come to you, and you're going to be great. You're going to make a lot of money because you're great. And I thought it was a dope point because here's why. Because it speaks to the fact of that once you get singular, once you get clear, once you are okay with saying, all right, I'm going to stop doing everything and I'm going to focus in, you got something. So I don't have to take, personally, and I'm giving you wisdom, I don't have to take engagements, ministry engagements, opportunities to go do different things in areas that I have no real true competency, where I can't bring real value. I can't come and tell. So here's the thing about prayer. Let me say this. I could talk about prayer and prayer ministry all across the world. I could talk about prayer and prayer ministry because I've built prayer ministries in major churches from nothing to something. What am I trying to say? When I started, there was no prayer ministry, no systems, no teams, no handbooks, no strategies, no manuals. I built from nothing to something so I can talk about that. I've studied for years. I have tons of books under my belt, tons of courses under my belt, right? I've been mentored. I've been coached. This is what I do. And so the thing about it is, if you get real singular about what you do and really focus in and hone in, when you go in and teach something or do something, you're doing it as a bit of an expert, not just as somebody that has an opinion. And it's so funny to me, in ministry nowadays, how people will charge you for an opinion with no evidence that what they're saying really works. People will charge you talking about coaching and consulting in areas where they have no fruit, in areas where there's no evidence, in areas where they haven't even done it. They just do everything. And so, again, tonight, a wisdom nugget for you. Last 5 Sunday night prayers. Start shaving off some stuff. Start shaving off. All right. Maybe you can do it, but maybe it's not for you to do. Start shaving off some stuff. Maybe it's fear. And you got to keep all these buckets open because you're like, okay, if it don't rain this bucket, maybe it's some fault. No. Get rid of that fear. What has God said to you? For some of you, I'll just say this too. You're doing everything but what God said, because the thing that God said, it terrifies you. Some of y'all are whole business owners, whole pastors, whole teachers. Some of y'all are whole therapists and but no, you want to play safe and do everything. So then it's hard to determine if you fail because you're doing so many things that there's no way to even measure it because you're doing everything. Steph Curry, arguably the best point guard to ever live. It's an argument. I still pick Magic Johnson, Irvin Magic Johnson, but it's an argument. It's a debate. What is not a debate is that he is the best shooter. He's the best shooter to ever pick up a basketball. Now, here's what's interesting. When he practices, he's not trying to dunk. When he hits the gym, he's not trying to dunk the ball. When he hits the gym, he's not trying to figure out all these 100,000 passes to do. He has his warm-up drills where he's dribbling, but he knows that he is the greatest shooter. So shooter, shoot. Shooter, shoot the ball. So I'm saying to you, like, what is it? What is that thing that God has spoken to you? What is that thing that you know you do well? What is that thing that you are strong in? Begin to cut the fat and start focusing. Let me just give some wisdom to those that are working, right? Let's say this. So sometimes I do this. I heard Miles Monroe say this. He said that you need to have a job and you need to have a work, and you need to understand the difference between your job and your work, right? And so here's the thing. Some of you are like, okay, I got this thing that I'm passionate about, but I'm working, I'm doing something else. The thing that I'm passionate about isn't bringing in the money, so I need to focus on this thing right here. The thing that I want to get singular on, I can't really focus on that because I got bills, I got life, I got X, Y, and Z. Let me give you a hack. Let me tell you something. I'm telling you what I know. Go to your job. If a person doesn't work, they don't eat. Work. Go to your job. But don't treat your job like your work. If you're not able right now to monetize, or in other words, get paid to do your work, your godly work, do it for free. Work on your craft. Get in it until you develop it to now you can make money on your job and in your work. To now you're so good at your work that maybe you don't even need your job anymore, that you're just making money in your work. I'm telling y'all how this thing goes. So many times people say that I'm not going to do that because it's not making me money. I don't see how that can. No. Volunteer. Sharpen. You're a singer, sing background. Learn the ins and outs, learn the back end. Go somewhere and serve. Go somewhere and offer your gifts. Go somewhere and sharpen your skill set. People that talking about, I'm called to preach and teach. And what are you waiting on? I know you're not waiting on anybody's stage. I know you're not waiting on anybody's stage. Please tell me that you're not waiting on anybody's stage when the whole world is waiting to hear your voice. When there are corners that you can preach and teach on. There are homeless shelters. There are prisons. There's so many places that you can go and sharpen your craft of communication. There are schools that you can go to. There are classes that you can take. You could go listen to great preachers. There's YouTube. You should be marking people who you look at as a great speaker, a great orator, and say, let me go learn. Let me go serve them. Let me figure out how to ask some questions. And you sharpen your work until your work is so good that people have to pay you. I'm telling you all, whatever you have to do, focus in. Stop being all over the place. Every year, another resolution. Every year, another new goal. Every year, another new lane. Every year, another new thing that you're about to do. No, that is partly, in part, I believe that could be the enemy. And so that's what I wanted to give you tonight. That's all I wanted to say to you tonight. Listen, I love you all. I thank God for you all. Like, focus in. What is the thing that the Lord has said to you? What is the thing that the Lord has said to you? Focus in. Focus in. Focus in. Talk to God. Like, what should I put down? Let me give you another thought on that. There's some things you should stop doing simply because they don't benefit you. They have nothing to do with your work. They have nothing to do with your work. And there's some things that you picked up when you were not in your right mindset. I'm going to say it like this. There's some things that you decided to do where you were in a depressed, confused state of mind. There's some things that you decided to do because you want to please somebody or prove yourself, prove your faithfulness, prove your loyalty, prove whatever. You're not in that place anymore. You don't need that anymore. There's some things that you did, perhaps hoping and wishing and praying for reciprocity. I'm doing this, and you don't need any of that anymore. Get focused in. Lean in to areas and places that benefit you too. I'm going to end with this. I was having a conversation with the leader recently, and I said to them, I'm going to read your comment in a minute, Lahisha. I'm going to scroll through some of y'all comments in a minute here. But I was having a conversation with the leader, and I said, everything I ask you to do, in my head, it benefits you. I said, I will not ask a person to do anything in ministry where it's not mutually beneficial. Well, I'm not trying to understand their calling, their life, their purpose, their destiny, what God has said to them. But I'm trying to find, how does this click and fit in a way that this benefits you too? All right, I'm going to read a couple of comments and I'm going to get out of here. All right, thank you all so much. So this is my struggle, Lahisha. Thank you. This is my struggle. My skill set don't make me any money. It's more to help others. But in the next phase, I'm diverting to a mode of teaching more, my gifting, working through the fear of it. Yes. So you got to work through that, right? And you need people in your life that'll be honest with you. Like people that are going to tell you, okay, no. No, that's a waste of time. That's manipulation. That's bad theology. You about to be broke. Mm. You need people to be honest with you. All right. Thoughts, comments, anything? I'm about to get out of here. I'm pray a little bit. I'm gonna move on for tonight. Yes, finding your circle, your people in your place. Good, amazing evening, April. I saw you're going to be at the conference, driving in from Ohio. Blessings to you. Thank you, Dr. Stewart. Well, I can say a lot about purpose. You know, so we all have a universal purpose. Like there are things that you know to do to glorify God. I always tell people start there. There's a unique calling, but then there's a universal purpose. There's a whole Bible with instructions about glorifying God and what to do. Live your life to just please Him. And then assignments that He gives you, fulfill them faithfully. You'll run into something eventually. All right. So, Father, tonight, I thank you so much for these, your people. I pray tonight that you would help us to cut off what we need to cut off, to bring in what we need to bring in, to, Lord, be focused on what you have us to do. I pray that you would grace everyone with wisdom, how to navigate this next season in their lives. God, would just give you glory, all of us tonight, for all of the things that we've learned over the years. We are enough. Thank you, Lord, that we know enough, that we have you. We have everything that pertains to life and godliness. So again tonight, Lord, bless your people, strengthen them. Let them be okay with, Lord God, trusting you with that thing. I just give you glory, honor, and praise in Jesus' name. Amen. All right, listen to me tonight. All of you know that have been following me for a while on the platform. This is the first Sunday in the month. Last time I'll be able to say this on Sunday night prayer. First Sunday in the month. The one time that I give everyone an opportunity to sow into this platform, into this ministry. I'm almost crying tears. It's last time I'll be saying this is the first Sunday in the month. You all can sow into this platform. So if this platform, if my ministry has benefited you, has been a blessing to you, I'm going to ask that you would sow to help me do what I do in ministry, to continue to bring what I bring. There are some things coming down the pipeline that I'm going to talk about later. But I'm asking all of you that can tonight. So our last time on the first Sunday doing this, I'm going to ask you all to sow. Again, it's the Cash App, $ C Terrell Wheat, or PayPal or Zelle, ctwheat@gmail.com. And again, thank you all so very, very, very much that have been supporting this platform, supporting me for years, helping me to do what I do. I have a whole team behind the scenes that I pay. So thank you all that I'm able to pay a consultant, to pay an administrator. That's because of you, to be able to pay for all of the apps and StreamYard and the different platforms and the things we use. Thank you all for your seeds and helping me to do what I've been able to do for 7 years. Thank you. So tonight I'm asking you if you would sow tonight. It's be a blessing as the Lord has blessed and prospered you. That would be amazing. So again, thank you all so much again. I see you all sowing. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We got 4 more shows, 4 more episodes, 4 more things to talk about. See a few people that are sowing, you all are putting focused seed. I like that. I like that. So those that are sowing, give you a focus seed tonight. I'm going to focus. I'm going to be focused. I'm going to give you 4 more wisdom nuggets for the rest of the month. Again, we're having our conference on September the 21st. Thank you all for those that are sowing tonight. Blessings. Again, this has been a platform, has been a blessing to you. I'm not asking you what to sow. I'm just asking you to sow something. All right. Thank you all so much. Listen, have an amazing evening. And again, those that can, I'm going to start posting more about the conference now that the speakers are out. Those that can, if you know people in the Chicagoland area, or maybe that will even travel, let them know about the conference. Let them know that their pastor, prayer leader, intercessor on a prayer team want to develop their prayer lives. Let them know we have an IPL conference 2024. It's going to be in South Holland, one day only, September the 21st. And it's pay what you want. Lineup is fire. We're going to have a great time of teaching, a great time of ministry. So those that are waiting, trying to wait, I just pray that, I don't be putting up that flyer. I think I probably have it here somewhere. I don't have it in my deck. I don't be putting up that flyer talking about that sold out flyer and you wanted to come. So again, blessings to all of you. Thank you for everything. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Have an amazing night, and I'll see you all at some point this week. Let's engage on social media. I love you all, and I thank you all so much for being a part of what we do here, C. Terrell Wheat Ministries. Have a great night. All right, peace.